And we are here.
Good evening.
Mm-hmm.
I am Zare
Mm-hmm.
or Sharon.
Mm-hmm. You've almost forgot for a second who you were.
No, I,
You got all those thousands of people in front of you right now. I can understand how you could be nervous.
yes. And who are you?
I'm the person that's just as nervous as you. And I only have one person, and that's you. And
Exactly.
I'm R. Craig. Already, we're popping up with people in the area that's saying that they're basically watching us already. Isn't that something?
Yay.
Yay. Well, whether we do or not, because there is no actual audience in front of us, visually wise,
Yes.
we know at Taking the Journey Together, we have some great and good things for you to be able to receive, to be able to take, to be able to listen to.
And to
it's
share.
exactly. And it will be inspiration to you.
Yes. So we are taking the journey together. We have been taking this journey for more than a decade
Mm-hmm.
and this journey together for more than a decade. And we are still on the road. And it's a good experience most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But as they say, nothing is always wonderful because there's no such thing as perfect.
No, that is very true. And today we're going to be talking again about that not so perfect side that has to do with the balance in a relationship. And if we're actually operating in a balanced relationship, where we may not be walking in a balanced relationship in a way where the foundation of what a balanced relationship should be, especially according to Taking the Journey Together.
Exactly.
All right.
Yes. So I'm going to start off by reading our belief statement.
Mm-hmm.
It says, we are going to relate. It doesn't matter what our mother, father, sister, brother, or even what Jesus says, we are going to relate. We get the idea that we can be friends, but we can't be lovers, or we can be lovers, but we can't be friends. Therefore, in most cases, we marry our lovers, but not our friends. At Taking the Journey Together, we believe that there's a need to relate in a balanced way. By balanced, since we believe that our best friend can be our best lover, we mean taking the friendship and sharing on the one side and the lover and sexual compatibility on the other side, and working towards creating a thriving relationship because you have them both within one person.
Yes. So
Marry a friend and marry a lover, same person.
now, on that note, um, as we head into a changing weather, going from
Yes.
the hot days, at least here in the Savannah, Georgia area, to much cooler days, 70 degrees almost in 1 week. It was at
Wow.
night. Now it's in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we're heading to that fall season. It's time for us to look at, like in seasons, the transitional seasons in our own relationships. And it's important for us to know that we also are influenced by emotions and our feelings and our body language by the seasons
Yes.
that happen. Today, we're going to talk about those different transactional seasons in our relationships and how they're put together and how they should be put together when it comes to taking the journey together. Now, first, we're going to start something we haven't did before because we're going to try to much more to talk more from a spiritual level. Yes. Taking the journey together. If you're going to operate from a balanced, thriving relationship, you need to be operating it on a spiritual level.
Yes.
Your foundation should be on a real spiritual level. We're not talking about a religious level. We're talking about a spiritual level. And today we're going to talk about what that spiritual level really means, because I bet most of us don't know what we're talking about. Most of us probably are thinking about it from a religious point of view.
Because most of us, that's all we have been exposed to.
Exactly. Yeah. But today we're going to give you some good words, some good inspiration, some good food some good, vibrant energy that's going to help you, your very spirit, your very soul, when it comes to how we should operate in taking the journey together as two individual and two separate beings who are
Yes.
trying to operate together. So first, what we're going to do, since we're going to try to operate more like that, I think the first thing that we're going to try to do is we're going to
Have a
breathe.
grounding moment.
That's right. A grounding move. I like that.
A grounding moment.
Yes. Using a little bit of meditation and yoga, meaning dealing with your breath.
Hmm.
So I want you to take a deep breath in and then a long exhale.
Out through the mouth.
Mm-hmm. A deep breath in and then a nice breath out. In again with your nose. Hold it. And then out through your mouth. We'll do it one more time.
Square your body. Don't hold
In
it tense.
with your nose and out with your mouth. And this is something we try to practice every day, even though we've never presented it to you. But we're going to start doing that more because we're just so important to know that your spiritual connection is important in a balanced, healthy relationship. It's not just what you eat. It's not just what you talk or how you talk. It's not this what you may work and in turn partner together as a partner or a power relationship or power couple. It has to be more than that in a balanced, healthy relationship. What do you think, Sharon?
I definitely agree because these things work as far as breathing techniques and things like that, things that help you to get more ready to connect with your partner, and vice versa. It's a very good thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're also having you do this so that you can relax, and at the same time will help you open up your mind, open up your heart for what we have to deliver together. Because some of you today, you probably have never heard this before, have never had it presented to you before, because this is a level of the taking the journey together that's even more advanced,
Yes.
because it speaks more of the foundation that it must be on, that has to be connected on in order for it to expand and for you to actually live in such a way where you really are connecting together.
Yes.
Okay. Once you give a title, which we never did as of yet.
Okay. Today's episode is called Transactional-ships, when love becomes a hustle.
When love becomes a, did you know that love can become a hustle?
No.
Yeah, it can be a hustle. And many of us are in hustle relationships. We may even think they're balanced, healthy relationships. They're just nothing but hustle relationships. Now, remember, we're still going to do these in segments. So get your notes out if you have to take notes, because we're going to be going through this for you to get that information. And in turn, hopefully, if you write it down, you can come back again. Or like an old preacher said to me one time, you can put it in the deep freezer and bring it back out when you need it. So anyway, about every 10 minutes, we're going to go through different segments. This is our first segment. Our first segment is opening and framing this whole conversation that we have been doing. But Sharon, why don't you go through the process? Why don't you go through the move right now and let them know the definition of what a transactional, say it again, you say it, but a
Transactional ship.
Say it again like you mean it.
A transactional ship.
Yes, a lot of us have never heard of a transactional. And at the end, dash ship. SIP, because in a relationship, you are on a ship called a relationship. Yes. Go ahead and give us that meaning.
Okay. A transactional ship is a dynamic where the flow of energy is focused on exchanges, be it material, professional, or functional, rather than weaving a deep emotional or spiritual connection. And I'm going to repeat that. It's a dynamic where the flow of energy is focused on exchanges, whether it's material, as in I give you a gift, you give me a gift, or professional in the job focus, or functional, rather than weaving a deep emotional or spiritual connection. In these interactions, individuals come together to fulfill needs or desires, often rooted in practicality, without grounding the bond in true intimacy or sacred
I
reciprocity.
think you should read that again because I think that's very important
Yes.
to understand the difference between the two. What is really happening when you're in a relationship when it's just a hustle?
In these interactions, individuals come together to fulfill needs or desires, often rooted in practicality, without grounding the bond in true intimacy or sacred reciprocity. Instead, it revolves around benefits rather than the soulful connection that spiritual beings crave.
Go ahead, preach on.
Yes. Such dynamics can be found in business dealings, in superficial friendships, or even fleeting romantic encounters where the focus is on personal gain instead of nurturing genuine intimacy.
Mm,
In turn, these transactional ships often feel hollow,
mm,
lacking the depth and warmth of true connection. They lean more towards situationships. We've heard a lot about those lately,
hmm
where the essence of the relationship is defined by the immediate exchange rather than a shared journey of growth and
That
understanding.
McDonald generation today that we live in, I gotta have it right now, not tomorrow. And I'll even use Malcolm X saying, Sally, and I gotta get it right now by any means necessary.
Yeah. Even if it ends up in, um, never mind, I'm not going to say that. Not the place that it
It's
needed
the
to be.
wrong necessary, but we
Yes.
will be talking about the right necessary
Necessary.
means that you should be getting it.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they are recognized as surface level engagements, bypassing the heart space and the potential for deeper spiritual resonance. Bypassing
Mm-hmm.
the heart space.
I got no heart in this. I got no
Uh-huh.
real feeling in this relationship.
Exactly.
I have no real empathy in this relationship, but I'm still with him.
Yes.
Mm.
And when you bypass the heart space, you also lose the potential for deeper spiritual resonance. These people in these relationships function. The function is temporary,
Mm-hmm.
and without the anchoring presence of emotional depth, intimacy, or commitment in long-term growth.
Yes. So as we navigate these connections, because that's what we're going to be doing and talking about in life, because many of us are actually only in situationships that are basically just transactional relationships.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Could be a good power relationship, could be a good partner relationship, but they're just transactional and that's it. But so
Yeah.
as we navigate those connections, it's essential to recognize the energy we bring to them and the impact they have on our very spirit of our soul.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge lies in finding balance, ensuring our interactions honor what?
The
Sacred
sacredness
and human
and
connection.
mm-hmm.
Even if they begin as a transaction. They can just have began as a transactional,
Yes.
but they can move and grow in depth into something
Mm-hmm.
that's deeper than that.
Yes.
How's that?
And that's the beauty of taking the journey together.
Mm.
When you are moving from the spiritual part.
You're moving to the spiritual part
Mm-hmm.
to be more spiritual.
Yes.
That's what you're doing.
yes.
True friendship is basically on that level. If you have a true friendship,
Mm-hmm.
you're not there just to make transactions and what you can get out of
No.
it
No.
and what they can get out of
What
you.
they can do for
Most
you.
of the time, what they can do for you.
Yeah.
That's not really what that is.
No.
If it's true friendship. There's a contrast in real life. Malcolm X would angle it this way. His angle would say, the system teaches us to trade affection like currency. If it ain't sexy, then we ain't gonna get involved with it.
Right.
You got TV shows, you got cartoons. But anyway, you got
Cartoons
TV
too.
shows. Thank you.
Cartoons too.
And you have commercials and anything that comes on TV, like right now we see as ISIS all over the place. He just stopped at a black community and arrested everybody out there and took them down at night and then took some of them back for no reason. But these were black folks. And I guess to some people it looks sexy, but that was trading affection, in this case, to have to submit to the system.
Yeah.
Wow. But from a spiritual point of view, when the spirit is absent, what's left is a deal, not a union. Again, for your relationship, when the spirit is absent and you don't have that spirit, that love in you from that standpoint of view, and you're just hustling, ain't nothing left in it. It's just a deal.
Yeah.
There ain't no real union in it.
Yeah.
That's why they're mostly those things called what?
Situationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's another example? We'll move on.
A friendship where someone only calls when they need money or a ride.
You ever been in that relationship? I remember when I came out of high school. Hey, how you doing? Who's that? Lamb Jones? Your context is amazing. Always so informative. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. What's that spell? Elon?
Elijah.
Oh, Elijah. Yes. Thank you, Elijah. Good to see you. Good to hear you. And there's a Jack Theo at the same time. And Gwen Taylor. Love the show for giving different perspectives. And of course, we got Randall Noon. I hope to see you. I hope you're right. Well,
Trust and believe.
Trust when you're in that kind of relationship, or you're moving in that relationship, it will not be right. It will be more what we call in our days righteous. Yes. Or if Miss is Latina was here, she would say it'd be groovalicious. I wish she was on the show today. Yes. And I also wish and hope our young couple is watching. If you are, chime in. We'd love to have you chime in and say something.
Absolutely. Always looking forward to the return of these young people when they get to that next point in their lives where things are cleared up a little bit.
Yes. Meaning that they are in turn trying to walk better together in their journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So our next segment, let's move on. We're kind of running kind of late.
The next section is signs that you're in a transactional ship.
Yeah, maybe you don't know you're in a transactional ship, but we're going to give you some indicators to help you out so that you know that you are. Which one of them, Sharon?
Love feels conditional.
Love feels conditional. I love you if you do this for me.
Yeah. Or because you did this for me.
I use math on that. Well, go ahead.
You know, the one thing is you choose or you believe that love is better when you get something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I use the mathematical way. Do this for me and I'll love you. Like mathematics.
Yeah.
A equals B. Put it on the side.
Yes.
B equals A. Yeah.
Yes.
Most of us know it that way. If you do this for me, then I'll love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about this? Lack of reciprocity. Boy, you know you are in one of those relationships when there's a lack of reciprocity. What's that right there?
Reciprocity?
No, what is it?
What is it? One person pours in, the other only takes.
There's more taking than there is receiving.
Yes. Yes.
That's how you can know you're in that relationship that way.
Yeah.
And sometimes in a relationship that happens and no one's paying attention to it. But see, we're talking about when you're in this transactional or transactional relationship. This happens all the time, over and over. Yes. One person is giving more and the other one is just pretty much taking.
Yes. And you have to take into consideration, because 9 times out of 10, you're doing this in two different ways. And so you have to see the value in what each of you are doing. Because if you don't see the value, it's never going to feel like there's any reciprocity. And so,
well, in this case,
if you're
doing it in two different ways. What do you mean by that?
What I'm saying is, if say one person is taking care of the kids and one person is doing the housework, you can't say one is more important than the other.
Yeah, you could, especially if that thing that you're doing to take care of the child in a life is definitely more valuable in the era of a human being and the care for a human being than me just picking up once in a while and making sure I take the trash out.
Okay.
So there is a difference in this case.
You are definitely
what we're referring to is not only the weight, because we're talking about this from a spiritual point of view. It's not only the weight, we're talking about just the very principle. We're in a relationship. Someone will give less than what they get.
Yes.
And they do it over and over again. It doesn't make it difference if they're taking care of the child, they're washing the floor, they're driving the car. We're not putting any more numbers or what they're doing and how they're doing. We're talking about that. They're just doing that many things more than what the other person is doing.
And that's what, thank you. That's what I was trying to get to. You said it so much better, because that was definitely my thought. I appreciate
one person pours in, the other one only takes. If you're in a relationship like, you're in a relationship like that. You're in a transactional
ship
transactional-ship relationship. From a spiritual point of view, I call it a shadow intimacy, because I practice urban shamanism. Everything is surface. Nothing's in depth. There's no depth to it whatsoever. I remember a relationship I had with a young lady that I was talking to, and we were in a pretty good conversation. I started talking to her about some spiritual things, and the first thing she said was, stop, I can't talk to you anymore. And I was wondering, why could you not talk to me anymore? We were having thought it was a good conversation. There was no argument going on. There was no cussing going on. So I don't know why she's stopping like that. I said, can you tell me, lady, what is it that you feel so uncomfortable now that we're talking? And she said, it's because you are making me think too much.
Wow.
And I just don't want to think that much.
Shallow.
Now, that's a sure sign of someone who's shallow, that doesn't want to in turn get involved with
exactly
that. So you could tell that too. If you're in a relationship, someone who doesn't want to get into depths in conversations, that don't want to in turn talk about the reasons behind the story, like, why did you do this?
Yes.
I don't know, I just did it. What do we need to talk about it? Then you can understand you're with someone, especially if we're talking about if they do this over and over and over again, then you could tell you're in a relationship with someone who's what?
Shallow.
Yeah, shallow. It's a transactional relationship. What's another one?
Let's see. Let's go with the more, should we say, the more radical point of view?
Yeah.
Okay. Black men and women are often pressured into transactional dynamics by poverty, systemic stress, and survival.
Yes.
I was just waiting. I thought you might have something to add.
You look like you just got shocked when you read that.
No, because it's almost like it's one of those.
You're a Black woman, you should know.
It's one of those aha moments, because those are the stressors in life. And if you're just trying to make it from day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour, you can't necessarily see your way clear of putting more into a relationship.
Well, sometimes it's just simple of, if we both come together and share our minimum wage jobs, we can stay in this house.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't like you at all.
Yeah.
You don't like me.
Yeah.
And the pressure of not getting that much money because of our minimum wage jobs, and now how much costs to stay in an apartment. Oh, you can tell the stress right there.
Yes.
It's not going to work. You have no foundational depthness and connection to one another.
Exactly.
That money ain't going to last as far as it didn't last to keep you to connect together deeply in your relationship.
Right.
Which is why there's a high number of divorce and a high number of
separations.
How about abuse?
Yeah.
High number of abuse
that
happens. A high number of abuse that happens besides the separation. The systematic racism. You got a lot of maybe Black men. Well, I would say maybe a lot of Black men who are being stressed at the job.
Yes.
Not being able to get the responsibility, not being able to get the raise because of the fact of the color of skin. And now DEI, DEO, DEI, EIO doesn't even exist anymore. I'm just playing, but it's really not funny.
Yeah, I know.
And therefore, they're coming stressed home.
Yes.
This could be taken home to their mates.
Mm-hmm.
And with that kind of stress, there's no way when he's dumping more on you and then expecting you to be more connected to him.
Yes.
Then we're in that same situation. It's a transactional relationship. He is saying that if my job is doing me bad, making me feel bad because the white man did it to me and I'm coming home, you better do your best to love me too. That pressure, that stress is going to break a relationship.
Exactly.
It's going to make it uncomfortable.
Especially here's another side to that too. That is just kind of adding on to what you said. Not only is he coming home with stresses from the job, but now women are coming home with stressors too.
Yes.
So if he comes home with his stressors and she comes home with hers, and none of them has had an opportunity to detox from those stressful situations, it's going to be like two battering rams coming together.
Yes. No doubt about it. Two battle rams, no doubt about it. Your transactional relationship is now broken. It's transaction.
Yes,
You're not doing for me. I'm not doing for you. So why are we here?
exactly.
Why are we here?
Yes.
Now, a spiritual or shaman point of view is such dynamics weakens the soul bond and creates emotional famine. Again,
Wow.
it weakens the soul bond of
Mhm.
us in a relationship, a dynamic, healthy,
Yes.
balanced relationship. So it creates emotional famine. The emotional famine is I need because life is taken from me. Life is taken from me. So I'm going to try to force you to give me more.
And your
You might go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Your relationship is starving.
Yes.
Starving.
Both you
from,
can't give much to each other.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So an example is staying with your partner only for bills, only for status,
Yes.
only for survival, not true love.
Notice we didn't put kids in there because kids are someplace in there. Because that happens a lot.
Yes.
It happens a lot.
Yes.
Wow.
And there are a lot of people that stay together for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I
transactional relationship don't last
yes.
through all that at all.
I heard somebody say that in one of my classes the other day, and it's amazing how open they get when they get into my class. And this child said, "Yeah, as soon as my sister graduates, my parents are getting a divorce."
Mm.
And I'm like, how do you let your children know this and still play it out? Yeah, and pretend they don't know. Work at co-parenting separate, because it's still taking its toll on the
them.
kids.
How's the grade going? Before we move to our next section, since you're a teacher, you got that reality check input to us. How's her grades doing? Is her grade staying halfway decent? Doesn't that affect her at all?
The grades are staying halfway decent, but the fact that there's really nowhere to talk about it. You can see exactly, and other kids in the class, they're hearing it too, and they're giving some support, but you can hear that that anxiety, that she's carrying around without anybody really paying attention to it, but it's there
in the outside world where the pressures are going on. Like right now, we don't know if they have a government job. We're gonna have a job, or if the government's going to stay in the government, or in turn we're going to have to go into martial law. We don't know what's going on. So we got the outside pressure in our relationship that in turn bleeds and affects our relationship. And so many of us can't even think about having a relationship from a spiritual point of view, where we really are trying to give and turn some of one another, have that energy that we both need in a balanced way. No, we're just going to just go ahead and do those transactional things and stay shallow. Don't want to get deep because I don't want to go there anyway. Don't take all that just for us to survive. You could tell the heart's being seared.
Definitely.
And some things that before that were really, really sensitive, someone being shot, someone being killed, someone being hurt. Now it's like we just way of life. And kids feel the same way. Sadly. Go on. What's our next section that we're going to go to? A segment. I'm sorry.
How do we get trapped in transactional ships?
Yeah, we just said one of them, the outside environment. Our outside environment gets us trapped in it. It's like, it's how it goes. I can't do nothing about it. And if you have always been in a transactional relationship, you were not dealing with one another and relating to one another from the inside, then the outside always going to win at the end. It's going to overcome and triumph at the end, when the outside is not talking about peace, the outside is not talking about togetherness, the outside is not talking about real love and care for one another. You're going to let it bleed in your relationship because you don't have much depth to yourself, let alone that other person in the first place.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that leads us into the very, I guess you could say, the most pronounced one is family models. When you grow up only seeing use and be used dynamics. You grow up and you see the fighting. You grow up and you see the dysfunction. You grow up and you see the separation with people living together, you still think that's the way
It is.
it's
I
supposed
think
to
about
be.
an R&B in a black community because of what racism has did. Where we're just so much used to that going on, and in turn, it's not anything new for us. Though that's something that we should not adopt and accept, because that's why we bleed in our relationship, because we have to stay shallow. Which is the song I remember. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yes.
Wherever he laid his hat was at home, and when he died, all he left us was alone. What a
Yeah.
double meaning on that word too.
Exactly.
How about Prince's song? Which Prince song? As the doves cry. You
Yeah,
remember that?
when doves cry.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mama's never what?
She's never satisfied.
Yes. And he gives that description of how those two fight all the
All
time,
the
all the
time.
time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so we many times will just say that's just part of life. It is what it is.
Yes.
From that
And
end.
even when you grow up seeing that and you
Mhm.
vow that you're going to have a different outcome,
Mhm.
unless you get some healing from that, you're not going to have a different outcome
No.
because you still don't know anything else. You don't know how to overcome it.
All the shows I see today, when all the judge shows I'm watching all day in the morning when I'm working on other projects, all they show most of the time is how couples are fighting with one another, either over babies, or fighting over small things where they have never really lived together, or fighting over what their job didn't do for them, or
Yes.
fighting what they in turn saw on
Finances.
the internet.
And this is the one that is just really stupid to me, is when a couple fight over which one of them is making more money.
I don't see that much.
That used to be a big thing.
Yeah, but that's not happening much now.
Which-
They're not making much money at all from that end. Most of the one of the frivolous things that, well, they're frivolous to us, but frivolous to them that they are dealing with, and they're mostly in situational relationships, and their relationships are always, when they come to the court judges that I'm in turn shows I'm watching right now, they're always over a transactional relationship, a transactional ship relationship, because the judge is saying, what did you offer him? Or what did you offer her that she didn't get?
Yes.
Give me the paperwork. Give me the contract. So
Yes.
you could tell in their argument it was over something transactional. And he's always trying to say that what when it's a baby involved, why isn't that baby's life, or isn't that baby's life more important? The love, the care, the in-depthness, the understanding that's more than just if this is your DNA or not.
Yes.
And that transactional. How is that more important than that lovely child that's being there? Are you going to be able to put that all aside and really try to love that baby? So we're seeing that as just a all high time number in relationships. Wow. Trauma.
Yes.
People mistake what?
Shared pain for real partnership.
Wow. How many, as we just talked about,
Yes.
living that? I know that sometimes in our relationship we do that.
Mm-hmm.
Our shared pain, we both the black folks that come from hard times in the past. You from down south, maybe up north, and therefore we don't always see eye to eye, because sometimes you seem to be more like a person that has a enslaved mindset, in so many words, and I seem to have a more militant mindset. And in turn, we go back and forth with our pain and feel that's we're very comfortable with it.
Yes.
And yet what? How's that a real partnership?
It's not.
No, it's really not.
And those are, as you say, we got to say it one more time, trauma bonds.
Yeah.
Yes. They're bonds that we have built up over traumas that we experienced in the past.
We think it's real pain.
Exactly. And these traumas, we didn't even share them. They happened before we even met each other.
And we brought them in as baggage or baggage into the relationship, which is really a shame.
Yes.
Really a shame.
Yes.
Malcolm X would say in his voice, colonialism turned us into negotiators of our own humanity, relationship included. I'll say again, colonialism turned us into negotiators of our own humanity, relationships included. We got to negotiate our own relationship when it comes to, are we supposed to be human to one another?
Yes.
Are we supposed to really relate as if we're human?
And one step closer, does humanity have anything to do with our relationship?
Yeah.
Do we have to be humane to each other in the relationship?
I like that you took the same thing approach as I said. You took the particular equation and flipped it on the other side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
spiritual voice. The spirit is hungry when the heart is treated like a contact. A what? Say it again. Say it better than me. I know you can.
The spirit is hungry when the heart is treated like a contract.
Wow. Wow. How many are in a relationship, especially some of your ladies who are in a relationship, where you feel I'm only here to give him sex. I'm here only to wash his dirty drawers. I'm here only to do his dishes. I'm here just in turn babysit him.
He makes me feel like I'm just a maid.
Yeah.
Or, she makes me feel like I'm just a
Mandingo.
money or a bank.
Exactly. Gold diggers. I mean, how many of us are feeling that way? You're in a transactional relationship. Your spirit is hungry.
Yes.
Because the heart is being treated like it's just a contract.
Yes.
A young couple, more as an example, a young couple is more focused on social clout. I got to get my likes. Yeah, I got to get my likes. I got to make sure I say all those things that sound spiritually moving, that are deep within what I want to say, but I'm only doing just get my social likes.
Yes.
That's how I get my clout.
Yes.
I would have got no friends around me whatsoever.
I don't know any of
I don't
them.
participate in anything that has to do with anything spiritual or connecting from there, but I just do that so I can get my likes on the social network or on Facebook or Twitter, whatever it may be. So they think I'm somebody really and with somebody really deep.
Exactly. And where we talk about the couple being focused on social media, they can be sitting side by side as close as we are right now. She's working on hers, he's working on his, and they're not saying a word to one another.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't even know what one another is doing.
Because on the other side, they're not trying to nurture each other.
Yeah.
They will nurture, put more energy in the social media network, nurturing that than they were their own relationship.
Yes. And that's one of those places you can truly call narcissistic or self-centered.
Wow. Well, I think it's time for us to now give it a break so that we can go right in, because we're a little late, but go right into our, what's it called? Break. Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll be right back. Hopefully you're staying with us. Hopefully you're not dropping. Hopefully you're taking some notes and taking them with you so that you can dive deeper into your relationship and don't make it just a transactional. But we'll be right back.
Hello, world. We're here, serving Savannah, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Brooklyn, Houston, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and the world. The best music all the time. The greatest songs ever made, every time. Tune in to Hot 2100 Savannah and get a taste for your ears. Hot 2100 Savannah, serving Savannah and the world.
I'd be damned if it's me. I see why you mad, you ain't swagging like this.
Hey, Fort Wentworth, Savannah, Georgia, surrounding counties. I don't know if y'all know, but y'all got a good man that's trying to do good things for y'all city. Mr. Rufus Bright. Y'all need to go ahead and re-elect him because he's already been in office. But I don't know if y'all know all the good things and wonderful things he's been doing for the city. I don't know if y'all know who I am, but I'm Big Brother Dre. This is the Found First production. You know what I mean? I want to let y'all know that this has been brought to you by the committee to elect Rufus Bright for City Council of Fort Wentworth in Savannah, Georgia. But y'all need to tap in and tune in. You know what I mean? And keep following him and vote for him. Get out to those polls. You know what I'm saying? Get ready. You know what I mean? Don't hold back. Don't sit there and waste no time. Run to them polls and make sure you go and run and vote for Mr. Rufus Bright.
Vote for Rufus Bright. Vote for Rufus Bright. Vote for Rufus Bright. Vote for Rufus Bright. You want to see some brighter days? Vote for Rufus Bright. You want somebody who knows the way? Vote for Rufus Bright.
Wow, we're back. I like that one. That was a new one too. I hope we get some more on this great channel. I hope we get some more public relationship commercials like that. Or breaks like that out there, so that they can be played more and those can hear about it. And so many public nonprofit things are going on in the different communities around here that would love to be able to have a lot more advertisement of what they're doing, so that they can get the word out and we can get the word out and help them out. I hope we get some more like that. And definitely when we have voting coming around the corner, because all politics are mostly local, we need to have more politicians to speak up.
Yes.
That young man, especially seeing a young man coming forth doing that in his way, without having to code switch. I like that, because if we see some of them keeping it real and right,
yes,
we're going to make sure that we play them on our show. Come and think about it on that end. Let's show a little bit more about where they could find us. I'll start with you, Sharon.
Okay. You can find us at Taking the Journey Together.
Oh, that's our app that you can play. If you go to our app right there, we got a new app that's out. We'd love to have you go to that. Check out our app. There's good information on the app, things that you could store on that app that gives you a lot more help on your relationships, stories on that app that would help you out. And plus, at the same time, we want to see how well that app is working, so you can always get back with us and email us and let us know a little bit more. It's a good way to keep up with us in another way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what else? Let me see. I think I find a way. There's also too. What?
Okay. You can find us at Taking the Journey Together at gmail.com, or you can call us at 786-763-1324, 786-763-1324.
And of course, the usual one,
yes,
Taking the Journey Together on Facebook too at the same time. That email is not the correct email. It's not there anymore. We are on Instagram. We all also are on TikTok. I thought I put up there the TikTok address. I haven't did that on yet, but we started on the TikToker. So you can come see some of our programs. We done cut them down and had a chance for you to see them and take them out. Where else are we at?
Well, you can also see us, you can hear us on Thursday mornings on WRUU 107.5. And we are there from 11 to 12 every Thursday morning. So just a few hours before you catch us here. So you can get a dose of Taking the Journey Together. And then later on at 6 o'clock right here on our Black Media, you can get your booster.
Get your booster from Booster. Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh, so where were we at?
There's one other thing. You can also contact us and see us personally, whether it's virtual or meeting face to face, if you need relationship coaching, because we are Mind at Rest Couples Coaching, and you can reach us at 786-763-1324.
Leave your name and your telephone number to get back with you, and of course let us know a little bit of what your concern is, and we'll try to get back with you as soon as possible. Now, I want you to go ahead and share now with your friends, share with your enemies, share with some couples that you know who are going to need this information, because you know that they're only in what's it in?
Transactional-ship.
A transactional-ship, and you know that they need to be in something deeper than that.
Yes,
they definitely need something deeper than that.
And even couples who are in, a relationship where everything is going great right now, it's still good to have this just in case, to know this information just in case.
Yeah.
A time comes, because you never know when tough times are going to shift.
It is. Now it's time to take a closer look. We're going to now take a closer look. What is our next segment in our closer look on when love becomes a hustle?
The cost of transactional ships.
Wow. Go ahead. Stop with it. What's the cost?
Emotional burnout. Resentment. Mistrust.
Wow.
There's
one more. Betrayal. What's that?
Betrayal.
Big one, betrayal.
Yes.
That's a very big one. That would be the one that we know about the most. He or she is what?
Unfaithful.
There you go. Very big one. And
Yes.
yeah, that happens. That would very, very much happen in
And-
a transactional way. You're not
and-
giving me the sex that I want every day. You're not giving me the emotional love that I need.
The
that you used to do.
attention.
The attention. I'm going to get it from one.
Somebody else. You know, and that's where the mistrust builds from,
Yeah,
or at least that's one place.
it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Community damage.
Mm-hmm.
When families and friendships are built on deals, unity erodes.
Ooh, how many communities do you know are built? Give me an example of a family that was built on deals.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can give you one.
Give me one.
It was built on my brother, who was first in line as being the oldest. He is the smartest and best one out of the whole family. So everybody better listen to him, because mama and daddy said so.
Oh,
Knowing full well he was the dumbest, knowing full well he was the most spoiled, knowing full well he couldn't lead a chicken to come home to roost. But yet the family said that he is. Now tell me that's not true with that statement.
that's a true statement.
And it became transactional. What's the transactional about it? He began to believe it. He'd been told that ever since he was young.
Well,
And
yeah,
he goes out of his way and operates that way. And prances around every time he's around the family some way. How many times have we seen on Tyler Perry where there was somebody, either the guy or what? The woman.
There's
And-
always one
Exactly.
who is the what's that saying? The run of the roost.
Mama let it go by.
Mhm.
Daddy may have let it go by. And it ruins the unity in the family.
Exactly.
Most of his shows, usually that what
Yes,
happens, whether
yes.
it's a Thanksgiving dinner,
Mhm.
dinner or a Christmas dinner.
Yes.
It ends up being that way. Am I right?
You're right.
They got somebody in this like that.
Mhm.
Malcolm X's point of view would say, we can't build revolution on fake bonds.
Wow.
You can't build revolution on fake bonds.
Mm-mm.
Ain't going to be televised too well anyway.
No, it will not be.
No, not on fake bonds.
No.
A spiritual point of view or shaman point of view was you can't walk in balance if your love is weighed down by what?
Bargains.
Wow. I want you to say that again with your very beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't walk in balance if your love is weighed down by bargains.
Wow. And we're not talking about basement bargain deals. Walmart.
Well, once in a
bargain
while
deals.
there are basement bargain deals. Okay.
I got to get those shoes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get those Jordans.
Yes.
Sadly, that's how those
Yes.
relationships are built.
What I got to do for you to get me them shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Generational divide. Elders feel disrespected because of that.
Yes.
You feel used,
Mhm.
and both trapped in a conditional exchange.
Yes.
I'll say it again. Generational divide between elders who feel disrespected. I'm an elder, and there's a lot of young men out there right now who know me, think I'm too stubborn. They think I'm too, in turn, strong-willed. No, they don't say that. And call me probably every other name you can think of except for Malcolm X. And really, many other times it's because their lack of respect.
Yeah.
Either had it for another father, another older man. When most of the time, at least for my end, my love and deepness to want to see a change in them,
Yeah.
like in turn I have and feel for my son, is really what it's really about. I'm not trying to attack them. I'm trying to give them forefront information and warning
Mm-hmm.
that says there's a better way to go. There's
Yes.
another direction you can go in life.
Yes.
And sometimes in a relationship, that's what happens. And someone in that relationship doesn't want that transactional relationship.
Right.
That's too deep.
Right. You know, it's and that's one of those things I've got a lot running through my spirit right now
Mhm.
that is messing with me. But and the reason I say that is because there's so many young people who are carrying around that baggage.
Mhm.
You know that you were talking about how people look at you, the young people look at you and think
Mhm.
you're stubborn and all that.
Mhm.
But you go into relationships of choice when you're about 15, 16, 17.
Mhm.
That's when it starts. There's not hardly one young person that does not carry baggage even into their first
Isn't that something?
relationship.
Yeah, yeah. Those young people are carrying so much baggage more than what we did back in our day,
Yeah.
because the internet has no gatekeepers on it, and lets any and everything
Yeah.
go with them. So they're
Yeah.
feeling used.
Exactly.
Well, everybody gets used. I'm gonna have to say this:
Yeah.
they're feeling abused.
Yes.
And both of us are feeling
Mhm.
trapped in conditional exchange.
Yes. Yes.
I can't be who I am as an older brother, how I feel,
Mhm.
and the younger brother may feel I can't be who I am.
Yes.
Just we're having an argument with the younger brother not too long. I love this particular young brother.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah.
And some things that I presented to him in his life, and some things he presented to me. And we had an argument over something very, very small. It didn't really escalate, but it in turn got out of hand when we really didn't need it. Now we found out later on in the story through you that there's some other thing going on, because a lot of us older brothers and younger brothers have also been in the military. So PTS is also part of the stress that we're going on.
Yes.
I've got some PTSD because I've been in the military.
Yes.
And I know also too, at the same time, this person does too, not mention his name. And we have that in our community, that many times the VA, don't want to spec its name really, does not much good to help us out in that particular matter. And we carry that kind of problem in a relationship. And our transactional ship is, well, young brother, you should respect me because I'm an elder. And a younger brother might say, well, you should respect me. No, excuse me. I'm going to respect every elder. Ain't all elders somebody I'm going to respect. My wives, many times they're speaking because of the fact their father really wasn't there. He was dysfunctional if he was there. So like, what makes you think I'm going to respect some of these elders that ain't even acting like they're an elder?
Yes.
So we had that transactional problem that goes on in the relationships in our community too at the same time.
And I'm glad you mentioned that about PTSD. I was talking to a young student today about the fact that she and a lot of the people she knows, based on what she has told me, are dealing with PTSD because of the way they've been raised, the communities they've been living in, the lack of stability that they're being raised with. And so they have PTSD, not from being on the battlefield or anything like that, but they have situational PTSD based on the extremes that they have been raised in. And that too comes into their relationship.
Yes. Yes. And because situationals are most of the other ones presented through media, no example they actually have in life, then that's the only thing that they in turn see as being the best kind of relationship is. I'm going to get mine before they get mine.
Yes.
I'll say it again. I'm going to get mine before they get mine. And they're in a relationship just playing that same kind of pressure game.
Yes.
All right. Let's go on to our last segment. Well, next to our last segment, which is transforming transactional ships into real relationship. Now we're moving.
Yes.
Now we're trying to move forward. Now we're trying to open up the spiritual side as for a solution. We don't just talk about just the problems. We want to make sure that we also come up with solutions to that, which is imbalance in the relationship, which would be a transactional or what?
Transactional ship.
Yeah, I wonder how you think
Transactional-ship.
Relationship is an imbalanced relationship.
Yes.
It is. And as a spiritual person who's craving a deep relationship, a one that really counts, a one that really has your best interest of your spirit inside, not just what you can get out of that person, then you're going to be moving in that direction and out of those relationships. So let's look at some real relationship. What's a real one to help you out?
Honest self-check. That's one of the things that you can do.
Exactly. I'm here for you. I'm here for love. I'm sorry.
No. Am I here?
Yes.
For love.
I'm sorry.
Am I here for love or for what I get?
Question you should ask.
Yes.
Question you should ask yourself. Question you should ask that other person.
Yes.
Or if you don't ask them, you can always say that in your own self. And you can speak that to your own self. Is that person here for love? Am I here for love? Or what I can get out of this relationship? What's the next one?
Healing practices. Sit downs. Truth telling. and forgiveness.
Use our coin word that we talked about that one day we got to get out and do. Hopefully, if you guys give us a call, we'd love to come to your place, your church, or your community center and teach you.
Or your club or group.
Or your club or group, maybe even your house. We teach you that principle called HOT. What does HOT stand for?
Honest, open, and transparent.
Honest, open, and transparent. Yeah, there's one right there. When it comes to healing practice to sit down telling the truth and using honest, open, and transparency in your conversation. Community rituals,
intergenerational conversations or family circles.
Can we get together instead of just coming to play basketball, instead of coming and playing just football, or coming together just to talk, just talk? How about we come together and talk about intergenerational conversations about how come we don't get along? How come we don't see eye to eye? What is it that in turn we're having problems with the elders talking to the youth and vice versa? We need to think about that. What's going on in our relationship that we're having mostly situationships? These kind of conversations that we need to talk so that we can bring some more love in. The Malcolm X says the first revolution is self-respect, then respect in our home. Again, the first revolution is self-respect, then respect in your home.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And from a spiritual standpoint, call spirit into the center. Love must be sacred, not strategic.
Oh man, it must be sacred. We don't usually make that. They don't take all that anyway. Couples, as example, couples who stop competing over who gives more and start practicing reciprocity.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go out and wait who to give more. Ouch. No, I'm more about just continue to give. And if I do that, that other person will, because it's both being practicing it, not just one. Closing reflection. Let's recap. What are we going to?
Transactional-ships versus relationship.
Call to action. What's our call to actions for you out there? Get your paper, pencil, and pad in, because we want you to call. We're calling you out. We're calling you out for action. What is it?
Reflect on your own relationship. Are they rooted in exchange or in truth? For couples or families, schedule a real talk, not just what you get, but about how you grow. Before you talk, take a breath. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Let go of tensions. Allow yourself and everybody in that group to be fully present at the moment, because that's what you're going to need. Say these things out loud too at the same time. Start the first one. I honor myself by staying grounded, clear-minded, and true to my values in every interaction. Next one is a reflection. The most meaningful connections come when we balance giving and receiving with authority. Authenticity, being yourself. While some relationships may feel transactional, I choose to approach each interaction with integrity and kindness and love. Wow. That's a great reflection. And the second affirmation, I am worthy of love that is not a deal, but a divine bond. I like that. I'll do that the other way. A divine bond is worthy of love. And there ain't no deal that we have to make out of that. Absolutely. You like that? Absolutely. All right. Hey, we love all of you. Continue to take that journey together. Do it not as a hustle. Do it as a transaction. Don't do it as a transaction. I'm sorry. Don't do it as a hustle and transaction. Do it out of love for one another, knowing that this is a divine thing that makes you connect together as a true us. Take care. Till next time, God bless you. And continue taking the journey together. Yeah.
Like this. like this. I like that.